Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Ride 4. We're going to be here in the Suzuka East Circuit, and we're going to be using the Yamaha YZF R3 RM with a brand new livery, and allow me to show you. Introducing the Lipton Dr. Ace Yamaha, created by our very own Ace SirChioXXIII. Look at that bad boy, look at it. The number 9 represents the 9th weekly challenge, and just, oh my god, look how stunning that motorcycle is. I can't wait to show you on board the track in a minute's time. Tell you what, let's just crack on and let's just see how we do. So here we are on the aforementioned Yamaha YZF R3 RM, the amazingly good Lipton Iced Tea DrAce livery. It's awesome, isn't it? It really is. If you haven't hit that like button already, then don't do it just for me, but do it for SirChioXXIII as well, because that is a phenomenal livery. So, Suzuka East Circuit, the time to beat was about 54 seconds. Not too bad. The Suzuka East Circuit, of course, the shorter variant of the full track of Suzuka. I thought I'd change it up and go for another shorter one because it doesn't look like we've had many competitors and many contestants on our previous lap time challenges, so I thought maybe go for a shorter one. I do appreciate the MotoGP esports challenges are up as well, so a lot of you are focusing more on that one. So I thought I'd do a smaller, shorter video, shorter time trial for you guys, so we can manage everything and sort of balance it all out. The first lap is good enough to beat the lap time in question. We are now holding the world record with a 53.501. Pretty easy lap, to be honest with you. Didn't really push that hard. We are using the soft front tyre and the medium rear combination. I felt that that was a decent combination, but of course starting it off, I usually go for maybe something softer and then work it towards the harder ones, and I usually find that the harder option is more my thing. I do prefer the harder option tyres. As you can see, going into Snake, a little bit ahead of the Ghost in the background there. Now the Ghost has taken centre stage on the Lipton Yamaha. Absolutely brilliant livery. Really, really impressed with this one, so thank you again to Sergio for making this happen. Really, really awesome livery. Cannot wait to see what he pulls out of the bag next week. We are a little bit ahead of the Ghost now, or neck and neck with it. Actually, we're not going to beat the Ghost. We actually lost a little bit of time there. We lost a 10th. So Ghost takes the world record still. We're going to fight that Ghost to the very, very end. Of course, it's only been a 50-second lap. It doesn't take very long. But ultimately, with the shorter laps like this, there is no room for errors. You have to get it bang on. Like when we did the Honda NSR 125R, actually it might have been a 250R in Okayama, that was a difficult challenge because you had to get everything right. If you didn't get it right, your whole lap time could be effectively ruined just because of one time. Because if you lose a 10th on some of the bigger tracks, you can save maybe 2 tenths or 3 tenths in another track. You're talking hundreds of seconds here. You can't really save tenths upon tenths upon tenths. Ultimately, probably some of you guys will end up coming away with a much, much faster lap time than mine. But for the lap time I do actually set, I'm pretty happy with so far. So a quick tyre change and back to the pits to have a little bit of a sip of the old iced tea. And of course we did change it now to the medium front and medium rear. So we're both running mediums on the front and rear, and I feel a little bit more comfortable already. I did change the gear ratio. I think I went for a shorter gear ratio now, and I did find that worked, but also at the same time, I never know with these things. You know, when I change the suspension settings or the gear ratios, I don't tend to look at it as I got better or I improved because the bike changed gear quicker or shorter or later. I tend to find it's just that I've found better lines and I've found better areas and I'm being more consistent. I never look at any of the settings to say that those are the definitive helpers. Half of the time I don't think these settings do anything. So I don't know whether it is, but I appreciate a lot of you guys swear by them and you say that it definitely does work. So with that in mind, I've decided to then eventually go for my favourite combination, and that is a hard front tyre. But I didn't just go for the hard front tyre, I chucked in the hard rear as well, just to change things up, and I've left the gear ratio back to where it was, because I did put the shorter gear ratio, and after a couple of lap times, I really felt like I was making no progress. So we cannot be this close to a 52 lap and just leave it. We have to continue now until I get into the 52s. This is a great lap so far, so this could be a 52 already. We're only 66 thousandths of a second away from getting into, well, 67 thousandths of a second, I guess, if you want to get into the 52.999s. But for the time being, this is a going to be a damn decent lap. We were up by a tenth and a bit there. Probably lost a little bit going into Sector 4. Difficult corner to get right, but looks like we've got a decent exit speed here. Coming out of the last corner. This should be a 52 lap for the very first time. And it is. A 52.807. Very pleased with that one. That's about 1.5 seconds quicker than the previous lap time, which was set by Spanish fella, I don't know. That was the lap time we had to beat anyway. I didn't even check. Going into it, into the first corner, turn 2, holding it right, aim for the rumble strips, use it pretty much full throttle on this bike all the way through this. Only a few areas I might just let go of the throttle just a little bit, like here. You drop it down a gear for Snake, hold it left again, drop it down a gear, or keep it in 5th gear, it's entirely up to you. I did tend to find that going in 4th gave you a little bit more speed, but at the same time, it's minimal. But of course, we need minimal seconds here, minimal bits of speed to get us even quicker and beyond that. So a 52.8 currently as we stand. This could be an improvement once again. Potentially a 52.6 perhaps. We'll see when we cross the line. It is a 52.671. So already we might even be able to get to the 51s if we could really pull out a ridiculous lap time. A 52.3 I'd probably say is where I'm going to meet my estimate for this particular race for the time being. Because of course I do usually chuck in as much as I can for these lap times to, you know, give everyone a good old chance. I don't sit here for hours upon hours and doing these challenges. Unfortunately, I just don't have the time. So I try and give a nice, fair, difficult lap. I'm not going to make it too easy on the aces because the aces are very skilled individuals. You don't need an ace any easier. So we'll make it acer, let's say. Going into the final corner, can we beat the Lipton Ghost? It's going to be close upon the exit of it. Oh, we ran a little bit wide, but ultimately the Ghost stays ahead of us. But unfortunately, that will be my final lap. So on the final lap, as you can see, the first sector was great, but the second sector we lost 0.3 of a second. If I didn't lose that 0.3 of a second, we could be looking at a much better lap time. But I'm pleased with those ones so far. Nice 7 laps there, just easy stuff for you guys. Cannot wait to see what you guys can produce after this video. So it was quite obvious I took the top spot, 52.671 for us. That's your lap time to beat, ladies and gentlemen, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment and subscribe if you haven't done already. Hit the notification bell to be alerted to every single DrAce upload. Upon that note guys, thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.